Now on BBC One and sporting knitwear, as varied as the questions, we join Emlyn Hughes and Bill Beaumont for A Question of Sport.
Hello, welcome to Question of Sport, in which Bill Beaumont is hoping to continue his winning run of the last 2 weeks. But Emlyn Hughes is still 6-4 in front and looking for some special help tonight from Sam Torrance and Hannah Manlikova. Sam, the Scottish World Cup golfer who's won the Portuguese Open twice, the Spanish, Scandinavian, Tunisian and Sanyo Open Championships, and the man who holds the winning putt for Europe in the Ryder Cup. And Hannah, the Czechoslovakian tennis star who recently married an Australian who's going to live there now, winner of the French Open, the American Open, the Australian Open twice, including this year, and who just wants Wimbledon to complete a Grand Slam series. Well, Bill tonight has called up Charlie Nicholas and Peter Scudamore. Charlie, who first displayed his talents with Celtic's championship side, 17 times a Scottish international, and now enjoying the success of the Arsenal side this season, well placed in the league and through to the final of the Littlewoods Cup at Wembley. And Peter, who's Britain's top national hunt jockey, twice winner of the championship and the current leader in the jockeys' table. And don't forget, tonight we start our viewers' mystery guest competition. Well, there's the numbers board, and here's the starter in tonight's match. Charlie Nicholas.
Number 10, please.
Richard Dunwoody.
Richard Dunwoody.
Richard Dunwoody won the Grand National last year. You get your 2. Right, Hannah, your turn.
I go for number 1.
Ooh.
Valerie Briscoe Hookers. Hookers. Do I have another chance?
No, you don't, no.
Too bad.
It goes to the other side. So who's that? You've got a bonus of 2 here.
Evelyn Ashford.
That is right. The Olympic 100 metres champion. And the current world record holder at 100 metres. Hannah, coming back to you. Actually, I remember your father. He was an international sprinter, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the semi-finals in '56 Olympics game.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. I can't. If he's watching the show, he can't believe I didn't know it. But
that's why I asked you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I choose the number, so.
Right, Peter, your turn.
I'll go for number 4, please.
Oh, it's what's it called? The Welsh. Kirsty Wade, that's it.
Kirsty Wade.
Yeah, Kirsty Wade.
Kirsty Wade.
Who got 2 gold medals in the Commonwealth Games. You get 2. Now, Sam, you're always a star in this programme, aren't you? Eh?
You're just winding me up, yeah.
No, I wouldn't wind you up, would I? You're 6-0 down, though.
We've got to give him a wee start. Number 8, please.
You won't mind this.
Lee Trevino.
It goes to the other side. You've dived in too quickly. He knows who it is now.
Mark James.
Mark James, yes. Phil?
Number 11, please, David. You sure? Yeah.
Zico.
Zico, the Brazilian World Cup star, right again. Evelyn, the last picture in the first round, you haven't scored yet, and your turn.
Number 6, please. Thanks, pal. Don't take the mickey. Don't take the mickey. All right.
You're not going to find this easy.
I'll give over.
I'll tell you, the colours are misleading.
The colours are misleading. Oh.
So he's black.
Aye.
Actually, Hannah, if I could give you a point, you'd have it.
He's a jock, isn't he?
Gavin Hastings?
Gavin Hastings? No, I'm afraid it's not, Sam. So it goes to the other side.
David Leslie.
One of the outstanding players for Scotland, playing in their change colours.
Must be playing France.
Well, it's never happened before. Sam Torrance thinks it's a false start. It's not been called. 12-0.
Well
Well, now for round two, the individual round, in which the guests get questions about their own sport, and even the captains do tonight. Right, Charlie, your soccer match is a Merseyside derby in the season 84-85, when Everton and Liverpool finished first and second. This was the winning goal. Who put it past the keeper, and who played the ball through?
Graham Sharp scored a goal, and Gary Stevens played the through ball.
That's right, and that was the winning goal. Everton won 1-0. Their first win at Anfield in 14 years. Anna, you okay?
I'm fine.
Sorry about the way life started, you know. Question of sport for you?
Well, let's
We'll
go for
score.
it now. We go for it now.
Yeah,
Come on.
well, come on.
Well, you must have seen these two far too often in your career, Evert Lloyd and Navratilova. They're in action in the early rounds in this clip of the 84 Wimbledon Championship. Who are they playing?
If I wouldn't know this one, I would go home right away. So, the first one was Koda Kilsch, German girl, and the second Manuela Maleva.
And you got the first two for Emily's team. Now, Peter, for you, last year's valuable Aintree hurdle race run on Grand National Day, and a very tight finish indeed. Can you name the two horses involved? Good race, wasn't it?
Very good. Jimmy Duggan on Enoch and Steve Smith-Eccles on See You Then.
The jockey is a bonus, the horse is right.
Confidence, you know.
So you get your two, and we move across to Sam Torrance. Now, Sam, this is a clip from the 115th Open Championship at Turnberry. Who are the two players? Okay?
I don't know.
Raymond Floyd was the first one and Payne Stewart the second.
And you got 2 out of 2.
Double the score. Get this one wrong, Bill.
Well, on we go to Bill. Now, Bill, your own game tonight, and a Welshman scoring a try on his first appearance for his country. Name him, and who's the wing joining him to make the try?
Incredible, that.
Who scored? Who was the wing who helped?
My old mate Graham Price scored the try, and J.J. Williams was the winger.
What a first international try.
Fantastic, 75 yards. Incredible, that, for a prop. Not many props actually want to touch the ball in a game, you know.
I think that was points for Wales there, but
Yeah.
points for you, you've got 2.
You're very professional.
No, those guys. Mervyn Davies.
Right, Emlyn, your go.
Ready?
On your own, pal. Right. No help allowed.
I don't want any help.
Right, you're on your own game. As well as Bill, OK?
Right.
And it's the same year as Bill, the year 1975. The FA Cup final. Name the goal scorer and the beaten goalkeeper.
Oh, I never looked at the keeper. I thought it was coming back on.
Oh, I knew I should be on the other team. I wish I was on the other team.
I've got news for you. I wish you were on the other team. No, hold on.
Oh, good.
It was Taylor was the goal scorer.
Hang on, she got her two right. So, Alan Taylor was the goal scorer, is right. For West Ham against Fulham. He also got the second goal.
Yes, I know.
West Ham won 2-0.
Signed him from Rochdale.
Who was the goalkeeper?
Signed him from Rochdale. Would it be...
Do you know?
I know his name.
It goes to the other side because the captain's questions can go on offer.
Excuse me, I've got it. I've got it.
It was...
I know him. I've got him.
Shut it, you.
Now, even though you're on your own sport, it goes on offer.
I know.
Half of it.
OK,
No, can't think.
nothing.
Peter Mellor.
Peter Mellor.
Tall, blonde-haired, good-looking lad. I couldn't think of his name. I wouldn't have got it, could have said.
Emlyn having a big night tonight. He's losing by 14 points after 2 rounds.
I better ask him a right question.
Well, later tonight we'll have our first round in the Viewers Mystery Guest competition, so you'll be able to take part in that. But right now it's time for the two famous mystery guests who are trying not to help the two teams. Bill, you, Charlie and Peter, well, your mystery guest, likes to think he's James Bond. But who is James Bond?
We've got a short list of 2.
Who says what?
Well, Charlie said them both, actually.
That's why it's
No,
short.
I thought it's Cliff Thorburn, but Charlie seemed to think it's Mark Lawrenson. And we'll go for Mark Lawrenson.
Mark Lawrenson is the choice.
Yeah.
And James Bond is... Mark Lawrenson.
Well done, Charlie. Good lad. Well done. Well done, Charlie. Well done.
The Liverpool Irish international.
Yep.
The whole trail only led him to Question of Sport. And in fact, he'll be in the programme next week. Emlyn, your team now.
Ready.
I think you'll all recognise the music. And the little girl is Claire, being looked after by...
The moment I met you, I swear, I felt as if something somewhere had happened to me, which I couldn't see. And then, the moment I met you again, I knew in my heart that we were friends.
Very talented English player, Anne Hobbs.
Anne Hobbs, the Whiteman Cup player.
Right. What? Is it?
That is Claire,
Oh.
and this is Auntie Anne.
Oh.
Anne Hobbs.
Well done, love.
Thanks.
Well done.
So both teams got the mystery guess right. 21 to Bill, 7 to Emlyn.
Keep going, lad. can't afford to split it. Go for a home question.
Well, round 4 is a team game, but each team member has a choice of going home or away. Charlie, you know the rules, don't you? What do you want to do?
I'll go home.
Bill's playing safe now, is he?
Certainly, yeah.
All that way in front. OK, Charlie, which was the last Scottish club to win the Cup 3 years running?
Aberdeen.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point.
Well done.
They won in 82, 83 and 84, beating Rangers on the first 2 occasions and Celtic in the 3rd year. Right, Hannah, now, what are you doing? Home or away?
Yeah.
Who stopped Navratilovan's bid for a Grand Slam in 1984 with a semi-final win in the Australian Open?
Helena Sukova.
Good point.
Well done, love. Good stuff, well done, love. Well done. You needed the point.
Left alone, she's quite happy, Emma. Peter, home or away?
Please.
Which jockey equalled the national hunt record of 10 consecutive winning rides in September last year?
Philip Tuck.
Gets you the point.
Well done, Pete.
You would have got that one, wouldn't you?
Sam, what are you about? Away.
Right, listen out.
Tell me the opening and closing events of the decathlon. The first event of the 10 events and the last.
The closing's the
1500.
meters.
Closing, 1500.
That's a good point, yes. Now, what's the opening event?
Tell you what we'll go for. 100? Yeah. Go on, you say it. 100.
100.
You got some good advice there from
Yes, well done. Well done. We needed it, we needed it.
Harry. Well, you needed the 2, and you've got 2. Bill?
I'll try a home question for you, David.
Which club in their only appearance in the John Player Cup final won the trophy with a 28-12 win over Rosslyn Park? Charlie and Peter can help.
After you.
75. It was. Bedford.
Who says you're hopeless on rugby?
Been doing a bit of homework on it. Good job he said Rosslyn Park.
OK, Evelyn.
We'll have to go away, Dave. Please.
What mustn't be less than 186 miles or more than 198.8 miles? And in any event, can't go on for more than 2 hours.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we think Hannah's come good again. We think
Well, if Hannah's come good, let Hannah say it.
think it's
The Grand Prix.
Hannah's come good again?
Yes. Well done.
Well, Hannah's becoming quite important in this, but still, they're still 12 points behind. Bill 24, Evelyn 12.
Back in with this guy.
Well, what happened next is the question in round 5, and Bill, Charlie and Peter go first. Ready? Well, for you 3, tennis. And what happened next when the action stops during this match in Florida between Ivan Lendl and Paul Annacone?
There's a certain amount of confidence on the...
Did they not compare that temperature?
No, they're playing all temperatures, aren't you?
It is a good one, by the way.
Well, I reckon... So we haven't got a clue, have we?
Bill reckons.
Yeah, I'll take it on as captain. That as Lendl's going for a forehand, he lets go of the racket and it smashes straight into the temperature clock.
It goes to the other side.
I have to demonstrate it. Is that okay? Yeah.
Have you got a... Don't leave the microphone too
No,
far.
don't worry. Lendl was going for his forehand, and then he stopped, and he went behind his back for a winner.
And you're the first person, actually, who's ever left his seat in questions.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Is it right?
Actually, he went for the forehand. I suspect, actually, he overran it slightly, didn't
He
he?
overran it and
Yeah.
he stopped. He never plays shots like that, so he was surprised himself. He never... Yeah, right.
And by the way, I don't think he was as surprised as Anna Cohn, was he?
No.
Okay, beautiful 2
Well
points
done.
for you. Well done.
Yeah, I know you're doing
OK, Emlyn,
Save lost.
you're only 10 points behind now.
We pulled back 8.
You three are now going racing, and it's racing in France. Don't watch the winner, watch the second and third when you look for what happened next.
Go on, get on with it. It's right.
What do you think?
Definitely right.
What's definitely right? Sam is in charge now.
Yeah, Sam.
No.
Now
Sam
remember,
virtually
remember Mark James.
confirmed what I thought. Or, well,
Lester
Hannah.
Pickett.
Hannah.
Lester
didn't say
Pickett
one
steals the other jockey's whip.
Is that where he leans over and pinches the whip as he's going? And he got done for it. He got suspended, didn't he, for a long time? Is
Brilliant.
that the one? Yeah. Yay!
Just look there. Pickett takes the French jockey's whip, then rides out the finish, and the poor French jockey is absolutely bewildered. And of course, he hasn't got his whip. Pickett's lost his, so he's pinched the other jockey's whip. And watch the French jockey alongside him. He starts to ride the horse with his hand. He's using his hand as a whip. Anyway, Pickett finished second, but was relegated to third, and you get your 2 points.
Come back to be on
60 minutes.
Good row for Emlyn, that. He's only 8 points behind now. Well, in the past few weeks, round 6 has not only produced a lot of fun, but also a lot of points, and especially on Bill's side, because, Bill, I think in the last 2 weeks you've scored 9 out of 9.
Yep.
Right, 1 minute round,
I'll be hopeful for that again.
9 points to be won in 60 seconds.
Yep.
Charlie, Peter, you two have played before,
Yep.
so you ready?
Yep.
So too is the clock. Rugby, against which country did Terry Holmes make his final appearance for Wales?
New Zealand.
No.
Countries.
Australia.
No. Countries.
Fiji.
Yeah. Racing. Who rode the 85 Cheltenham Gold Cup winner, Forgive and Forget?
Mark Dwyer.
This unfinished jigsaw
John Joe
is
Neal.
all you get.
Pat Edry.
I want that. Pat Eder is right. Soccer. Which is the only First Division side Ian Rush has yet to score against?
Wimbledon.
No. First Division side.
Carry on.
Which world title has Norman Dagley just won?
Gliding.
No.
Carry on.
These surnames you might find on a walk. Fill them in.
Hills. Top one racing. Richard Hills.
Yep.
Yep.
Downs. Soccer.
Yeah.
Greg Downs.
Bobby.
Moore.
Mims.
Cricket.
Chilton.
Bobby.
Chilton's. Malvern's.
No.
Melbourne's.
Cricket. Soccer. Which is the only First
Tree,
Division side Ian Rush has
Twig.
yet to score against?
Walsall. No. What's
Tottenham.
Oddly enough, the only side Ian Rush hasn't scored against is Manchester United in the First Division, after 14 times. Which world title has Norman Dagley just won? The World Billiard Championships. And the one surname you were missing there, you got Greg Downs in football and Richard Hills in racing. Bobby Parks, the Sussex cricket player, the wicketkeeper.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All ready?
Ready.
Start the watch. Soccer, other than Liverpool, name the last side to retain the First Division title.
Arsenal.
No.
Man United.
No.
Chelsea.
No.
West Ham.
No. No.
Spurs. Everton.
No.
No. Not Forest.
No.
Newcastle.
No.
Go on.
Liverpool.
No. Tennis, the last Australian girl pleased to win the Wimbledon singles.
Hannah Mandlikova.
No, last Australian.
Oh, Australian girl.
Wimbledon singles.
Go on. Go on.
Complete the jigsaw with the
Ivan
name.
Gulagon. Ivan Gulagon.
Right.
Nick Faldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Golf. The last golfer to win the Open at St Andrews twice was?
Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah. Athletics. Which girl won both the 400 and 800 metres world titles in Helsinki in '83?
400 and 800. Go.
Nelly
No.
Cummins.
No.
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
They share their names with countries. Complete them. Countries.
Katie Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan, yes.
Bob Wales. Philip Wales. Philip. England.
No,
Bobby
you're out of that.
Cricket.
So, Bob Holland, cricket, the Australian Test player. Philip Morocco, the Rugby Union International from France. Okay. You like that?
going there tomorrow.
Yeah. Eh? Yes.
I'm going there tomorrow.
You're playing in Morocco, aren't you? Athletics, Hannah. Which girl won both the 400 and 800 metres world titles in Helsinki? Kratochvilova.
Kratochvilova, Czech
Yeah.
girl, yes, right.
How do you say that?
What was the
Excuse me?
How do you say that?
Kratochvilova.
Yeah.
What was the soccer one, Dave?
Forgive me, I've been calling her Kratochvilova for years, which is the only way I can say it, and thank goodness she's retired now.
Yeah,
What
well,
was the soccer?
I can't wait to tell you what the soccer was. I thought you'd never ask
Man
Emily.
City.
No. I'll give you the question again and listen carefully. Other than Liverpool, name the last side to retain the First Division title.
Other than Liverpool?
Yeah.
I said Everton.
Yeah,
Man
he did.
City.
You were the captain, later on,
Wolves.
Wolverhampton Wanderers, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So there we are, end of the round, 9 points between them, 30 to 21. Off we go back to the picture board. There's still a lot of points to be won there. 12 waiting, and Charlie has the first go.
Number 9, please, David.
Do you ever watch cricket, Hannah?
They play it a lot in Australia, but the birds sit on the field all the time, and it's so boring. The birds stay on the field. You know, I mean, when they hit the ball, it's fine, but they stay on the field. So that's how boring the game is.
Mom.
Hey, stop him! What's going to talk about birds and the cricket field? Have a look.
Do you know?
Yeah,
Tim Robinson.
we're going for Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson is wrong.
Bill, happy?
Is that your offer?
Yes, that's right.
Totally wrong, actually. It's another Nottinghamshire player, Derek Randall.
Oh, it's not Mad Derek, is it?
Right. Hannah, your turn.
Number 7. Steffi Graf.
Yeah, the other side knew it as well, so it wouldn't have been a bonus. You get your 2. Peter.
Number 3, please.
Oh, it's the motor racing guy, yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Piquet.
Nelson Piquet.
Fantastic observation, that wasn't it?
Nelson Piquet gets you 2. Okay,
Like that
Sam?
one.
Number 2, please. Hannah.
Mathieu.
Mathieu, fellow Czechoslovakian, yeah? He's in the world top 10 now, isn't he?
He's number 5, actually. He
Yeah.
won Lipton
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you've got yourself 2, and just the captains left. William?
Number 5, please, David. Is it the Hitman? Tommy Hearns.
The new world light heavyweight champion, former world at light middleweight, and world welterweight champion, trying to get 4 world titles at different weights, and you've got your 2.
Well done, thanks.
And Emlyn is about to try number 12.
Please. It's Jonah.
John Barrington.
So who is it?
Jonah Barrington.
Gets you 2, and that finishes the match. And it's a lot better than it might have been, in fact, the way it started. Bill, 34, Emlyn, 27. Well done, mate.
High scoring game, wasn't it?
Well, that's 6-5 to Emlyn. Bill has won the last 3 competitions. Well, now the start of our viewers' mystery guest competition. And the prizes, a day out for 2 at one of Britain's top sporting events. And the winners can choose their prize. The Derby, a big Wembley occasion, Hickstead, the World Snooker or Darts Final, the Grand National, the boat race, wherever you like. There'll be 6 famous mystery guests, and we'll tell you how to enter when you've seen all 6. Here now is mystery guest number 1.
There are more questions than answers. Pictures in my mind that will not show. There are more questions than answers. And the more I find out, the less I know.
5 more still to come. See you next week, BBC One, 8:30. Till then, goodbye.
On BBC Two in a minute, those latter-day Romeo and Juliets come under siege once again from family and friends in foreign bodies. While in 40 Minutes, an estranged body causes distress for Jenny, who can't face life without George, here on BBC One.